Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the second episode of a series which I'm doing, which is affordable homes. So basically what I do is I make affordable homes for your Sims that actually look nice, because we've got starter homes and then we have expensive homes, and there's not much in between. I mean, some people do it, but I thought I'd give you some stuff where your Sims can live in there and, grow in wealth as you get through the game, but have somewhere that maybe you've earned a little bit of money in the game, not been on there long, if it's a legacy style thing, but you're not starter home, but you're a little bit more than that, but still pretty cheap. So that's basically what these are. I have done one episode of this before, and that was a 20k build. This one 25k, sorry. This one is 30k, and I was overcome with a dilemma. So basically, I had two top comments which you guys thumbed up in the last video, and one of them was by Swiftly Simmer, who said a 35,000 ranch style house, and originally I was going to do 35 next, but I also got a comment from Alexandra, and she said instead of a family style house, to then have like a house that could be for young people who are maybe friends and have a place together, a sort of a young vibe. And so I went with that in the end, but instead of doing 25k, 35k, 45k like I was going to, I've now done it so this one, it was 30k. So yeah, that's what it is. And I was struggling to think of what would be kind of like a young vibe for a house, because from the making it from the outside. So when I was thinking of young people and houses, I was thinking, well, quite often people can't afford nice houses and they have really bad houses, but that's probably not what you guys want to see. So I maybe thought of something industrial, maybe in the city type style. So that's what I went for in the end. So it's kind of industrial, but also kind of modern, but kind of worn down in places, but got a sort of modern vibe. I hope you guys like it. It's for 3 bedrooms. I've kind of styled them quite minimally so that you guys can, bit. But when I was making this, I didn't think it was going to be under 30k. I really wanted it to be. It did actually end up being 30k in the end, and I'm sure, or add some more decorations or whatever which you can add in to do, which I didn't need to do in the end, was when I was making the first part of this build, what I did is I within the budget and all of that kind of stuff, but I wanted to play test it, and I moved some Sims in and I took some screenshots, and then I went to go and upload it to the gallery, and at that point all the items actually ended up being classed as used, so it dropped the price of the house like by a big chunk. And I actually went round afterwards in build mode and bought a whole load of new items for them. So it was, the important ones like the toilet and the shower and all of that kind of stuff. The stuff that breaks or gets dirty, and like cabinets and all, stuff like that, and beds and things, stuff that was easy to replace. There was some stuff where it was like, no, this is going to be too difficult to replace everything, and I might as well just build it again at that point. But yeah, so I replaced most of it so it would get back to the right price. But I was thinking that maybe I'd have to do that with this one, and I didn't actually end up doing that, but maybe that's a tip for you guys. So maybe what you need to do is, if you've got a family which you want to move into the house and they haven't got enough money, maybe what you should do is move in a different family first, then play them for a couple of minutes, then all of the items used, even though they haven't been used before, and then move in the Sims that you wanted in there, and you get a cheaper house that way. I don't know how it works, whether it does work. If you have to then upload it to the gallery and then put it down, I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know if that works or not. I'm glad in the end that I made it so I didn't have to do that. So, I'm not lying to you guys. It really is under 30k, or it was within like 100 simoleons of 30k. It might be like, I can't remember. I actually built this 2 weeks ago. I built it straight after I made the other one, but I haven't, and I also edited all the footage as well. I just didn't do the voiceover until now, so I'm sorry about that. You could have got this earlier, but I've been a little bit busy. But yeah, so we've got I'll get on the other ones soon. So the next one I was thinking of doing sort of a ranch style traditional family home for 35,000. If you guys are still interested in that, or maybe you have some other ideas for 40,000, 45,000, or if there's a specific budget or something for your Sims in mind or whatever, I can jump around with the price. I think I'm going to do this for a while. I've really enjoyed doing it. I've only done 2 of the build, but I've really enjoyed doing it. The bedrooms are quite simple, but to be fair, the way that you can jazz these up and make them so that they're, unique to each person is like to put up photographs on the wall or put your skills or whatever. And I'm sure your Sims possibly have moved into a starter home, or maybe this isn't their starter home and you've cheated them a little bit of money. But I'm sure you can add in sort of skill building items and things which are really unique to the actual person that is in these rooms, and make it, more specialized. But the way that it is at the moment, is pretty simple, really. But that's I didn't want to over clutter it, because I wanted it so that it was very easy for you guys to change and make unique to the Sims. So I think possibly this room, I guess, would maybe be someone who is more feminine, but that room could easily be changed to something that was maybe more masculine. This room could be either or. The one below really could be either, but it was kind of a more male in mind. But of course you can just leave them as they are, put whatever genders you like in each thing, and I'm sure it will work. But I actually really like these rooms. I think that having the brick as a wallpaper adds interest to the room without actually having to spend a lot of money, and I'm beginning to find out what things are like the cheap objects and which things aren't. A lot of city living stuff is cheap, so I've been using that, and I hope you guys don't mind. For this build, I did use quite a few packs, but that was because I was struggling to get it under budget, so I needed to, pick the things that worked together, which were cheap, which looked nice. I probably did this living space 4 or 5 times. It was all based around a similar theme, but like the colours, I just couldn't get them right to begin with, and I went to maybe this yellow, and I was messing around. I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, I hope you guys like it in the end. We do change it so it's more of a blue theme. I love these rugs. I really want to use them. The ones with the more detail on them, I haven't had a chance to really use them that much, but I hope to at some point. But yeah. Also, if you guys do end up using this, let me know. I'd love to see screenshots of your guys or your Sims, or if you start a new Let's Play or something and you want to, or, challenge and you've put them in here. I'd love to see it all. So if you guys have Twitter, do tag me and stuff on Twitter, because I do love seeing that. I really do. But as you can see here, we're going for more of a blue theme. And I do use quite a few of the kids' objects in these builds, but that's because they are cheap. But to be honest, although they are labelled as kids objects, you can't really tell that chair isn't, just a normal armchair, So, and there's like a dresser as well that's sort of light, like pastels and whites, like that one as well. If we didn't have it labelled as a kids item, then we probably would use it as a normal one. So, I've cut corners that way. As you can see, I'm pulling up the price there of the house to see how much I've got left. But yeah, I need to work on landscaping for modern builds, because I always don't know what to do with it, and I did change this a few times. I may have edited it out, but I changed the landscaping quite a few times to try and do things, and I kept going over in price, and in the end I cut it all back and made it much more simple. But there is space at the back, and it'd be pretty easy to make sort of like there's like a square in the back, which would work really well for like a little garden area. And you can also extend this pathway. As you can see, I'm doing here, it's a pretty simple way of doing it. As you can see here, I'm going to take away some of it like that. Yeah. So you could put in some flowers there, and this would be so easy to just extend out and maybe put a pool once your Sims have more money. You could even extend the house back that way. It could, there's quite a lot of possibilities of growth with these houses, and that's something that I've really focused on when I've been making them, because I want you guys to be able to really live in these houses, with your Sims, and do it over a long period of time. But we're getting quite close to the end. As you see, I'm mucking around with the landscaping. I get rid of this. I think we go back to basically what it was before. I'm not sure. But it gives you guys some ideas that once your Sims have a little bit more money, how you could decorate it if you wanted to add little bits of flowers and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be, after this, recording some Let's Plays, so they will be up pretty soon. But yeah, again, put stuff in the comments, you know, if anything you want me to build within this budget series, if it's maybe packs which you guys have, which you want it orientated around, anything like that, do let me know, because I will be happy to accommodate your guys' needs. Because at the end of the day, this is what this series is about. I'm trying to make things for you guys. I do enjoy making random builds for myself, but I do want to build some stuff for you. And I realise these are wonky, but I still don't like them even when they're straight. But oh well, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully see you again soon.